Hey guys, it's Desi. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have a video all about organization and how I stay organized in a very hectic schedule. So obviously you guys know I'm in college now, and I have been for the past couple years, but now I'm going into like university, and I do have a very hectic schedule and how I have managed to balance, keep my grades up and balance school, work, and everyday life. So to start off, I'm going to say my best resource that I use the most, that helps me stay the most organized, is a planner. So this is the planner from Barnes & Noble that I actually used this last school year, and I do like to get new ones every year. It was kind of, okay, so I guess this is the last one crap, what day is this? Okay, this is like the last time I did, the last time like I was using it, I guess like the last page I was on. But this is what it looks like. So I have been searching and searching. Look at that. So I have been searching and searching for the best planner. This one still wasn't my favorite. Like trying to find the best one still works. So the first thing I do when I get my syllabus is I immediately write down every assignment, quizzes, everything. And I do them in different colors. Like quizzes and tests are in one color. I color coordinate by class, like that type of stuff. And then I also do reading. So like on Monday, if you see here, like I have the books I need to read. So like right up here, if you guys can see that. So I have like my PI class, the book I need to read, math. Like I kind of keep all like what I need to read for the week. So on Monday I always write down like what I have to do for the week, and then I keep like the weeks up above, like what week we're on, and then I always like, okay, what do I need to do like each day? So like I needed to, on Mondays, on this Monday, I guess, on this Wednesday, sorry, I had to finish my note sheet. I had to study and review because I had a math assignment or a math test the next day, like that type of stuff. So I write down what I need to do. I write down my work schedule. This last semester I did not work because I wanted to really focus on school. Vacation plans, so when, we have spring break for school, or if I need to work ahead, so if I know I'm going to be gone, I'll get my assignments. Remember, I'll write down to get my assignments early and finish them. So this planner, I did like, because if you guys can see, like, you have so much room, you have so much room, like, in it to write, and I use, obviously, a little tab, like, to keep my place. So I was just editing this video, and I realized I never actually showed you guys my current planner that I'm using for this, newest school year coming up in a few weeks. So I'm leaving actually in 4 days for school. So obviously I have no actual school like assignments in here yet, but once I get all the stuff I've talked to you guys about filled out the first week of school, I will do an updated video. But I want to start it off with this Plan Ahead See It Bigger planner. This you can get from anywhere, Walmart, Walgreens, whatever. I had one of these last year and they're really helpful. So it's just the months, like, okay, so it's just like months, and if you guys see, like, I just used this. So I use this planner, since it's just monthly, I use it kind of for everything. So when I need to do like YouTube schedule, record, that's on here. Road trips, that's on here. When I move in, once classes start, I'll write down like class times and like kind of like an overview of my classes on here. So like dates and times when my classes are, when I need, like when I have tests and quizzes, those are like in special colors. Everything on here will be color coordinated, and then like as of right now you can see it's just like plain. Everything's color coordinated. Like my classes I finalize tomorrow because I have to add chem. So once all that's on there, then all this will be like finalized. And I'll have all my classes down, all that stuff. When I start having tests and quizzes, I write that down in red, like in like underline it and stuff, and then like normal assignments per class are in their like designated color. So I have this because my current planner is just weekly. So this is the planner that I currently actually really love. This is from Barnes & Noble. It was $10.95 and it's a weekly planner. So if you guys see this week, like how I fill out non-school related stuff is like, so this is the start. So you guys can see there's a lot. Like a lot. And then here is the next part of the week, like week. So there is a lot. So since I'm moving, or we're leaving on Sunday, today's Wednesday, I have like everything I had to do. So like I that's kind of like what I do is I write everything down that I need to do, and I cross it out when I'm done so I know it's done and I can move on to the next thing. So my schedule this year is Mondays I just have a bio lab and my new college experience. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my biggest days of the week. I'll go over those in a second. And then Wednesdays I just have a chem like discussion. But Tuesdays and Thursdays I have calculus first, then my bio lecture, then I go to Tempe and I have Spanish lecture, and chem lab on Tuesdays, and then Thursdays it's the same schedule, but I don't have my chem lab. So I have really long days at school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So all the stuff, all assignments, everything I need to bring down will all be on here. Like this would be the first study of the week, which is the 21st. So like all this stuff is written down. Hospital visits, everything is color coordinated. I just wanted to quick show you guys what it looks like now. And then obviously, once I start school, like that probably the first full week of school, which starts the 21st of August. Today is August 2nd. Yeah. So when that starts, you guys will see an updated video, how I use the organization sheets I taught you, or I showed you per class, and then how I use these two things, since I do have two planners, which sometimes it can get confusing, but this is the easiest way for me for planners, because I have one weekly planner, which is all assignments and all that stuff, and I have the monthly planner, which is like appointments, like YouTube, miscellaneous things like road trips, that type of stuff, breaks, and then tests and quizzes, since this is like the easiest to write on, because you can't fit all my assignments in these little boxes. And that way when you have that planner, this planner doesn't get like overwhelmed, like packed full of everything, because then sometimes it gets too hard and things get like lost in the shuffle. But yeah, I just wanted to quick tell you guys that. And then the next stuff is from, I think it's called the Organized College Student. I'll have her link down below. She does free printables. These are a saving grace, I kid you not. I have them like clipped together, but she has a million. I'll link them down below. This one I use is an overview. I keep this one at my desk, and I have the months. So far it's showing me it's August and September. So I haven't written in these yet, but I have August and then September, which I love. And then it's one of those things where, let me unclip this. I started these the beginning of last year, and these help so much. She's got a million free printables for you, There's a million different types. So then, a couple of these I got off, like, pictures. Two of them I didn't get from her. I got, like, different. I got from, I just Google imaged it. So this one right here is not from her, but it's like a class schedule. It's got different ones. This helps me, especially until I get used to where my classes are and stuff. So I got that. And then from her, also the grade tracker, which this is really helpful for assignments and quizzes. So I know, like, okay, I know I have, I know I have, all these tests coming up. If I want to, be prepared, now I can check, how, like, I'm studying too. So the grade tracker is amazing. I printed out one for each class. I think I have 6 in here that I printed out, so I can keep these. And these I do keep in my binder. I'll 3-hole punch them since I use the 3-ring binders. Even online classes, like, just keeping track, because your teachers don't always post the grades online right away. So if you get a test back, I immediately write down, what the date, what it was, what I thought I was gonna get, and what I did get, and then like my degree of studying. And next, this is from just a girl, and her blog is actually where I got these, but I got these off like Google Images, I believe. I'll link them down below. I just have notes. So simple notes, which I keep 2 in my binder. I have like a portfolio notebook that I keep, but these I keep. I will either 3-hole punch them or put them in like clear sleeves, and I have one for each binder as well. And then she did have monthly calendars up, so I just picked up like the remaining till January, up to January, like, so my semester, this fall semester ends, because I'll clean up my binders. I will reuse them again, and I'll use them for the spring semester. So this is what these look like, and then they're all the same monthly. You guys can see that. So I have a couple of those, and these, oh my god, they help so much. The minute I have something, like, these are like my secret weapon for classes. Since I started doing this last fall, I have literally had been so much more organized. I've gotten honestly better things on assignments, like, just being more organized is the key. And these honestly are how I stay organized. Without these things that I'm showing you right now, I definitely wouldn't be organized. For a while I thought, oh, I'll just remember, when stuff is due, because you will soon find out that teachers have specifics. So like my, one teacher had stuff due every quizzes opened and were due every Wednesday. And then assignments were due like Sundays, like that type. My one class, readings or quizzes were due Tuesdays, assignments were due Thursdays. Like, you'll know, like, the teachers that have certain stuff done, but I quite a few times forgot, because, like, I didn't write, I'm like, oh, I'll remember, so I didn't write it down, like something, in class, like, oh, this assignment's due, that day. If I didn't write it down, I would forget, and I forget to turn it in, or turn it in late, or do it the last minute, like that type of stuff. So writing it down right away helps so much. Next is one thing I love, like, schedule-wise for classes, which I keep these in my planner, or sorry, not my planner, in my binder as well, is the weekly planner. So I started these. This stuff is from back to the Organized Student, so it's theorganizedstudent.tumblr.com. The rest of this stuff is from, I believe, yes. So the rest of this stuff is from her. There's just a few things from the other lady, because I couldn't find a specific one. But weekly planner helps so much. Section of stuff. It comes in a packet of 5, and it's called my study planner, which I love. So I think it's 5. Oh, 6. Sorry. And I printed out one. I have one group of these for each class as well. And this is what the first sheet looks like. And this helps so much. And then the second is topics to study. This is really, really helpful, again, to keep organized, like, okay, like for this class, I know I need to study this more than this. There's always those materials that you cover a lot during class, and you're okay on, and there's some that aren't covered as much, and you need more help on. So this helps a lot. Like I said, if you're having any issue, do that. And the next is study schedule. This helps a lot too. Even like without like just keeping this in my binders when I'm going through like notes and stuff in class, I can think, okay, I know, right after this class I'm going to study for a couple hours, or I have to work, so I'll study after that. Like, keeping a specific schedule for studying is the best piece of organizational advice I can give you for doing well in school. It is a monthly budget. So, this I just kind of write down. So, like, school stuff. So, like, I'll keep one specifically for school, because I have 2 accounts. One I keep specifically for school stuff, one that's just for me. So the last one I have, which I have for, I think, one for every class, or I just printed out a couple, is definitions. So obviously I write down notes in my notebooks. But I write in my notes, but then definitions, I like using these because the more you rewrite your notes and definitions, the better you learn. If you just type them, you'll never absorb them as well as handwriting notes and then rewriting them. So I use these, which you guys can see, like these, and I have a bunch of them printed off that help me. So that, I believe, is all that I have for organization. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, share, comment down below what next video you want me to see, or, how you guys stay organized. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.